Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing another episode of Dark Mysteries, and I know it's been like 6 months since I started season 4, but you know, here we are. Now I know I've covered a lot of creatures on this series over the last 2 years, but I feel like this one might be one of the most disturbing ones. It is something that was made for God himself. Today we're going to be talking about the Singing Clergyman. A strange handmade automaton found in a hidden back room of the Church of the Benevolent Sound in Claremont, Ohio. Discovered by 2 teenage urban explorers in 1986, both claimed to have heard it sing in their presence, while both claimed that its sound was like nothing they have ever heard before. Both suffered from extreme insomnia, difficulty concentrating, and a desperate need to go back to the clergyman and hear it sing again. Now that was one of the eyewitness accounts of the Singing Clergyman. Now you might be asking yourself, why was this thing created and what does it look like? Well, I'll tell you. The appearance of the Singing Clergyman is described as an odd, handmade, and unusual humanoid automaton composed of a plethora of black wires crammed together, dripping a strange black liquid of unknown nature. The most visible wires are those that compose the entity's neck. The Singing Clergyman's neck is an unusually tall, erect pole of mixed black wires, sometimes shown coated in teal-colored rusty metal, and started from the entity's torso, which is concealed with white church robes that are sometimes visible with thin, decorative green patterns painted on the sleeves and top. So from what I just read to you, and from all the other research that I've done on this case and many others before, this seems like it's another biomechanical creature, in the likes of Siren head or even Radionaut. It is a machine that has very organic parts or just has some thing that makes it look like it's a machine, and it's actually just a living creature. Upon examination of these quotes, we can conclude that the Singing Clergyman is an unfinished man-made automaton that dates all the way back to 1954, as that's when the entity was constructed by one Robert Lowhill Gaunt. This mysterious creator, along with his family, disappeared a month after taking a family photo with the nearly complete clergyman. An eerie part of the caption states that Robert was waiting for the final message from the Aether before he could add God's eyes and finish his creation. Trevor really hasn't provided any further information about the missing family, but has hinted that the final message was the family's disappearance. Them disappearing was the final message. And whatever this Aether was that was talking to Robert and telling him to make this thing probably wasn't God. And it probably was not good. Although the entity is essentially lacking several important elements for it to be fully formed, it seems to be functioning quite naturally, as discovered by 2 teenage urban explorers all the way back in 1986, as they found it within a hidden back room of the Church of the Benevolent Sound in Claremont, Ohio. It does make sense why the automaton has most of its body concealed with the seemingly worn church robes and has a clergyman in its name, as the entity was first discovered within the aforementioned church. After the discovery, the teenagers had both suffered from extreme insomnia and a difficulty concentrating and a desperate need to go back to the clergyman and hear it sing again. It is very likely that anyone who has encountered the Singing Clergyman before experienced the same exact side effects, and it is unknown if these are the only status effects induced by the clergyman. As of this exact moment and everything I've read so far, the clergyman's exact location is very much unknown. And that's terrifying to know that we have a siren-like creature that can pretty much put you in a trance, and if you're not anywhere near it, it'll drive you insane. Which, again, it reminds you of a siren. The siren's call beckoning every sailor in the seas to come and crash their boat and die. But this time, it is in what most people consider a holy place, somewhere where you would expect yourself to be safe. It would seem unnaturally surprising for a seemingly regular, if not a bit advanced robot to be able to sing beautifully and induce strange status effects that manipulate the listener's minds in various ways. However, when a Twitter user stated that they doubt the Singing Clergyman is a machine, Trevor unexpectedly replied, saying that it is part machine. This might explain everything strange about its nature, including the origin, which paired with this statement heavily implied that the Singing Clergyman is something divine and otherworldly. As it was stated before, Robert was waiting for that last message so he can add God's eyes. Now, with everything being said and done, this is still a relatively new creature. Something new, something unknown. And we're still trying to figure it out and get more information on it. So, if you guys want to see a part 2 on this creature this season, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other creatures that you want me to cover this season that I haven't covered before, or there's new information that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments below. And remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of me. And yeah, and remember, stay spooky. Never saying that again. Nope.